Hello.
Hey, Brandy, how are you?
Can you see me?
I can't, but I can see you. I can hear you well.
All right. Let's see. There I
There,
am.
you- there you
Haha.
are. There you are. Thank you so much for making the time, and sorry for the delay. How was your day?
So it's pretty good. Got off work. I work graveyard, so
hmm
hold
That's
on.
cool. Oh, I love your shirt. Does that have Dragon Ball Z on it?
It's GT.
Oh, nice. I love
I
GT.
got it back when I had Stephanie out with me.
That's incredible. That's incredible. So, what got you into? Let's start things off properly. Do you mind just explaining who you are and what you do to the listeners?
Well, my name is Brandy Dixon. I was originally a Transformer artist. I did most of my stuff with Transformers, so I got to know a lot of the voice actors through that and stuff. Um, then it wasn't too hard to do a switch and then do something for the anime community because I think we really needed it and stuff. Because I wasn't really seeing any like cosplay charity groups for anime, just none. So I'm like, okay, let's do this. Let's pick the biggest and the best.
It's incredible to see your work. I mean, you're very very talented at what you do. At not only cosplay itself, but the creation of the cosplays. Your art is incredible. And you've obviously been doing it for a while now. How long's it been?
Well, the Dragon Ball art stuff has only been about 2 years,
hmm
but I started like all my stuff. I was a colorist doing stuff with Transformers. And then in 2015, I actually got credits with Hasbro for naming two of the Transformers from G1. So that got me in with a lot of really cool people.
Mm.
And then I was working with a lot of professional artists. So I spent like, I don't know, since 2010 to now, I've been working with a lot of different artists that have been published. So it was easy to get my hands on a lot of different types of art styles to learn things.
hmm
And being a colorist, you get up close and personal with people's line art. So you learn techniques. And then I just said, I really want to do this. I want to do my own thing. So I started doing Dragon Ball stuff. Next thing I know, I'm actually doing art prints for the voice actors.
That's amazing. That is such a cool experience. And being a Dragon Ball fan, when did you start watching Dragon Ball?
I actually started watching it when it came out. Um, but I only watched Z
hmm
because at that time, where I was living in North Carolina, running into anything of the first Dragon Ball stuff was really hard to find. Um, and then it wasn't until like later when we actually had access to streaming services that we got our hands on more anime stuff. So it was a hard road actually getting into the whole anime stuff, but Z's been Dragon Ball's been around since 1986, about as long as Transformers has been around.
hmm
So it wasn't hard to pick the right one.
I'm sure it wasn't. That's good to know that you've been a fan since the beginning of Z. And I know you'll struggle. Many people know your struggle. People today who are getting into anime don't know the struggle of trying to find anime to watch and where to watch it. And it's definitely
hmm
a challenge. And who was the
Yeah.
first voice actor you met?
Um, the first voice actor I met was, God. Well, so back in 2012, I got to meet a bunch of the Transformer people.
hmm
Now, at that time, half of them I didn't know actually did Dragon Ball stuff too. So there's quite a few of the very popular Transformer people that also did Dragon Ball voices.
hmm
And it's kind of cool because I've been friends with a lot of them for like almost 10 years now. And like David Kay, voice of Megatron from Beast Wars, was also Raccoon from Z. And it
Okay.
was hilarious because I never knew. So when I went to Command Con 2 years ago, and I saw that he was up there as a guest, I'm like, I didn't know you did a Dragon Ball voice. That is so cool. He's like, yeah, I almost forgot about it. He's like, then he was like, can you bring me some of my lines? So I actually did. I dug up Raccoon's lines from Z, and I actually brought him a sheet of it. I also did a print for him too, but we've been friends for a while. And Ian Collette,
Uh-huh.
Scott McNeil, all of them. But you find that those guys there are a lot bigger in the Beast Wars stuff, but they also did the Dragon Ball stuff too.
Hmm.
So it was really cool just seeing the universe kind of cross.
I know that's so weird. And then when you see it, you can't unsee it. Hey, you keep picking up. Oh, I know that voice. I know that voice from this thing,
Well,
from
you know
that thing.
what? I actually saw an interview once with Chris about where he was doing a thing with the Hasbro Plus or Pulse, where he was doing a review for one of the Transformers that came out, and it was hilarious. I'm like, this is why I love you. Because yeah, it's like you know that they're just nothing but big fans themselves.
Heck yeah, heck yeah, and I love that. I love that as well. It's incredible. And then the most recent one you've met, well, no, you've probably you've made so many, but I saw those incredible pictures with Stephanie and Nadolny, and
Mhm.
that looked like a really really fun time.
Yeah, we're actually pretty good friends. We talk on the phone and stuff. She's coming back up this way, and I'm gonna hang out with her in the summer. She wants to come out and do a bunch of store visits and stuff like that. So I'm going to try and hook her up with something special. If I can pull it off there, I might bring her up there to the last blockbuster.
Oh yeah, wow,
So we might finagle a way to do some stuff out in Bend.
that's awesome. Well, talking about Dragon Ball Z, what would be your do you have a favorite moment in Dragon Ball Z that you can think of? One of your favorite moments?
I don't know. So what's really been keeping me into the whole Dragon Ball thing is I also have an RPG form that we actually have a Dragon Ball RP. And we're pretty much living Dragon Ball like each day. Right now, we're in the middle of the Frieza saga, and it's freak crazy. I don't know how I'm handling it, but it's crazy. Just sit there. I want you to sit there and just think about some of the fights, and I want you to try and picture how you would write them out, how you would describe them.
That's true, actually. Just a lot of death and destruction. A lot of
Well,
them.
it's not just that; it's how do you sit there and you write out characters' actions and stuff.
Mm.
That's the challenge. And I'm sitting there right now because I RP Goku. So I'm
Yeah.
right now in the middle of the Goku and Frieza fight. So I'm sitting there like analyzing each of the moves and stuff like that. I totally appreciate it
Wow.
because
Yeah.
you get a whole different feel too, like for all the stuff that they do, even the voicing that they have to take in all the actions of the characters while they're doing the voices and stuff like that. So I like fucking appreciate everything that Sean does and stuff. It's crazy.
Heck yeah. That would be because that fight also goes on for such a long time. Me and my daughters just watched it again. And you're right. There is a tremendous amount of complexity to it. That would be a
Yeah, and
challenge.
I uh, I don't know if it's more like we're just trying to keep the series going until the end. So we're just doing a lot of filler shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a lot of moves. It's a lot of background action stuff. Things that generally we kind of cut away when we look at a lot of things nowadays. because like a general show in all, when we used to see it on normal TV, it was 30 minutes, but
Mm.
cut away all the advertisements, and it's really only 20 minutes. So that's why it just seems like it takes forever for something to come to a conclusion and stuff. But I sat there and I watched it through Z, and then I watched it through Kai. And yeah, they chopped away a lot of the unnecessary stuff in Kai.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Made it a little bit more bearable.
I don't think I've ever watched Kai, actually. I need to.
It's actually pretty fun. I like
Yeah.
the animation. I like the artwork. It's good. Just a couple voices are different. Kai is when Chris Ayres came in with
Mm-hmm.
Frieza,
Mm-hmm.
so you can feel the difference in the voice there and stuff. But it's fun. Even when I sat there and I watched GT, and what made me love GT is I'm sitting there hearing Stephanie, and we just sit there and we talk like all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like we got our phone numbers and we sit there and talk.
That is so cool. That is so special. Wow. No, I'm gonna introduce my daughters to GT soon because it's really, really cool. I love the whole system, and anything with Goku as a kid is a lot of fun, as well.
It is. It is. It really is. Me as a cosplayer too, and I'm also a female, and I sit there and I cosplay Goku,
Hmm.
which I had to sit there and prove a point to say anyone can cosplay, and I can do it.
Yeah.
It's just it takes a little extra work, a little extra effort. Yeah, you may get a couple of people snicker on the side, but I actually pull it off pretty well. And when I met with Sean, um, it was not this past Rose City, but the one before. I was dressed as the Farmer Goku outfit,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and he actually asked me for a picture.
That's so
And
cool.
it's those moments that sit there and make you done it right.
That is so special. Wow. No, you do so. Your photos, your cosplay, sorry, is incredible. It's you pull it off so well. And wow, meeting Sean would have been absolutely amazing. Did he say any lines for you?
Um, he didn't really say anything for me because it's a lot of work and
Yeah.
stuff. Cons are very stressful and everything, and I don't even ask them to do anything.
Hmm.
But I have a big painting in my room, and he actually wrote out the Kamehameha onto it. And then Chris actually did a little quote on his, but he got the move wrong, so it was hilarious.
That's actually
Because it's supposed to
better.
be Gallica, and he's put down Final Flash. And they're like,
All right. It's pretty easier to spell. No, it's that's better because all those, you see a card and there's a little mistake at the top. It's worth more. It's worth more when there's a mistake.
it's worth uh, a lot for us because I continue to do these things, and I've gained a reputation too with the voice actors. Like the second time I met up with Chris, the first thing he said is like, "Don't worry, I'm still following you," because he follows me up there on Twitter. But he's not highly active on there, so you don't always know if he's there or not. But he's been following and stuff. Sean follows. A lot of the new voices follow me and stuff like that. I Lord. And this April, actually, Linda Young is coming out to be a guest with me. So I'm really
Wow.
excited for that.
That's incredible. That is so special to have that relationship with
I
you must
if
pinch
if
yourself
you
now
were
and
to
again.
tell me, if you would have told me that like 10 years ago that I would be friends with these people, I would have probably called you a liar.
Yes. Oh my
But
goodness.
I think it's a personality and how you treat people that really gets you through things.
Mm,
Because I just treat them like people, they're just really cool people. And I always have this philosophy of saying the ordinary people with extraordinary gifts.
true. That's a really good
So,
thing.
we all have the same kind of issues that happen every day, traumas, losses, financial issues. It happens to everyone. So
Mm.
it just makes you feel grounded and human and stuff. And I love the voice acting community. It's a bunch of really cool people. So it keeps me going with it. I
That's
just love doing what I do.
Oh, that's awesome. That's very very well said, and that's yeah, it's truly special. Now, for the listeners, where would they find you or your work if they want to follow you or be a part of your community? Where can they find you?
I do have a Facebook page. Um, I'll give you the information for it.
Perfect.
Get everyone messaging me now. So my Facebook group page is I have to see it as a link so I can give it right.
Z Fighters
Uh,
Worldwide, uh,
yes.
Dragon Ball cosplay group. Is that the one?
Yes, it is. Z Fighters Worldwide. Yep. And I also have Instagram and Twitter. My Instagram is kind of a weird. It's Z Fighters WW 2022.
Mm-hmm.
My original page kind of got hacked with Facebook, so I had to change it. Um, but it's where I got where I do some photo dumps. Um, so there's a little mix of everything of the things that I do and all that.
Awesome. Awesome. No, it's incredible. It's awesome. You've got such a positive, wonderful attitude, and you're very, very talented at what you do. And you've got this beautiful community. You must have met so many cool people over the period of 5, 10 years.
Well, when I actually started my adventures with conventions and stuff like that, it was back in 2012. I was totally blown away by the atmosphere, and then I decided I wanted to do stuff. I had started vending at cons in 2013 and been doing it ever since. So I've actually gotten to meet a lot of really awesome people, and some people that people are like, what, you know him? And then it's like, I don't know. I met people that I idolized as a kid, and I can't believe that they remember who I was or something. And then they'd call me over and stuff like that, or they'd come over to me, and I'm just sitting there like I can't even put my finger on how many cool people that I just admired and idolized throughout my youth and growing up, because I was very much big into movies and stuff like that and special effects and everything. So I've gotten to meet um, Tom Savini. I
Hmm.
got to meet V. Neil, who did all the Lost Boys makeup and stuff, and Beetlejuice and a whole bunch of others. She was really cool. Um, I mean, the list goes on.
Mm,
I've
that's
met
special.
a lot of high end stars, but most of my love in my community is the voice acting community. So
And you've got a
it's been
lovely
really
voice
cool.
yourself. You got a beautiful voice. Have you ever thought of getting into voice acting or podcasting or anything like that?
I actually was asked a lot in during the Transformer days of doing voicing, and I am not a voice person.
Okay.
I do acting, but I'm not a voice person because it's just too stressful doing all the pitches and changes to the voice. And back in 2006, I had pneumonia. So
Hmm.
my lungs have still been damaged from it. So there's times when I just can't even laugh right. So it's very stressful.
Hmm. Hmm. That makes sense. That makes sense. Well, maybe we can close the interview out, thank you so much for coming on the show. But I'd love to, maybe you could give some final words to people who might be nervous about cosplaying, and they're worried they can't do it. What would you say to someone like that?
Um, I we do have a philosophy is cosplay is for everyone. Doesn't matter your age, your sex, whatever you want to cosplay, you can do it. There are things that do make certain things obstacles and stuff like that. But if you sit there and you look through things, you can find ways of doing it. If you want to, like, if you're a real skinny dude, you want to do a real buff dude, there's ways you can have prosthetics, you can have muscle suits and stuff. You can cheat your way through the system by finding alternate things within. Being a female and I do Goku and stuff, I'm almost to the point where I wouldn't even mind if I had like a silicone prosthetic to do a shirtless version.
Yeah, heck
That's
yeah.
the confidence. But like when you sit there and you do stuff, you gotta, the atmosphere you put out is what people see.
Mm-hmm.
If you sit there and shy away and you're like, I don't know about this, they're gonna see that, they're gonna judge you on that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you sit there and you walk like a boss, they're gonna say, wow, you got guts, I love it. And they'll come up, they'll want to get pictures and stuff with you. I never really thought doing Goku would have that kind of impact, but we went and did a parade. Never seen so many damn fans in my life. It was absolutely crazy because me and my friend Nolan, we were right there in a row, both with Goku and Vegeta, and everyone was screaming and hollering, and all the kids and stuff like that. I mean, kids like 4 or 5 year olds and stuff like that. It was absolutely amazing, and I felt like this is great.
Heck yeah. That would have been incredible. What a moment. That would be so, so cool. And that would definitely
I
help
I
with
I
confidence.
see I see opportunities with characters. Like people look at certain things within a genre or in a show or something, and they're looking at the key characters and stuff, but then they're like, well, I can't do that because I don't fit that fit, and stuff like that. I'm like, man, there's so many other characters.
Mm.
Every character brings together the show, you know,
Mm.
even if they're oddball characters, because if they're done good, they're appreciated for what they do
Mm.
and they're fun. So if you have someone that's big, chubby, or whatever, don't see about getting them into a fat boo or something. I bet you that character done right would get a shit ton of attention
Mm.
because it's a fun character, you know? And it's all about the people that sit there and project their personalities out when they're doing stuff like that, that make it fun too.
Oh,
So we have a lot of
yeah. No,
we have a lot of fun.
I love that. I love that, Brandy. You've got such a wonderful attitude and you kick butt. You're so talented. You've got such a wonderful community. And I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
watching the
we're
community grow.
actually we're worldwide. We're
Mm-hmm.
really worldwide. We got members and we got a full group in Italy. Got a
Wow.
full group out in England. We got members in the Philippines. Uh, God, we got some out in Australia,
Yeah.
Japan, obviously Japan. We got some God, well, we pretty much got from coast to coast in the US and everything. And we're working on two groups being formed down in Florida, one in Orlando, one in Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Working on trying to get one set up in New York. We got a lot of stuff going on in Texas. And then where I am, I have Oregon and Washington State because I travel between the two states doing a lot of stuff. And we're trying to show some of the people what they can do with our booth setups and stuff like that. Like I make my own backdrops.
Yes.
I have the Super Saiyan auras and stuff like that I've made. I'm really excited to be bringing out my first big Frieza themed backdrop, which is the interior of Frieza's ship from the
Oh,
Broly movie.
awesome.
So that's going to be really, really fun.
Especially with Linda coming to see you.
Oh yeah, I mean, I got some really cool stuff we're gonna do, and it's really cool.
That's so exciting. That's so exciting. Well, Brandy, thank you so much for making the time to come on the show. You're incredible, and I'll release the podcast next week, next Thursday, on my time, New Zealand time. So I'm looking forward to the fans hearing you and feeling the passion like I have. And yeah, you got busy plans for the evening.
Joe, just gonna be getting ready for work tonight. It's
All
only
right,
it's only 1:20 here right now,
1:20.
so
Oh yeah, yeah.
1:20 p.m.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
That's not bad.
so
That's not bad. All right. Well, have a great rest of your afternoon. Lovely to talk to you, Brandy, and we'll speak again soon.
all right, thank you.
Thank you.